OnePlus 12R is finally here. Before I get started, $499. And OnePlus is still doing the thing. If you go through their website, you can trade in any phone, any condition, get $100 off. So effectively, you can get this phone for $400. And that's insane. Like, you can get an old Nokia brick, send that sucker in, and get this for $399. Now, is it worth $399? Yeah, it's worth like $600. So that's the amazing thing here. And there's not a whole lot that's too crazy different from the OnePlus 12 from a day-to-day performance perspective. So you get a big 6.78-inch display, 120 hertz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, all those great things, the latest and greatest top-end standards for watching video. It has a full HD Plus resolution, so it's not quite HD, but a lot of people don't care about that, and it's hard to tell the difference for most folks anyway, so I think that's fine. Listen to this, 4,500 nits max brightness, and a high max brightness that you can manually adjust 1,600 nits, so that combination together is pretty darn fantastic. And then you get all the great things. You get stereo sound, you get, in the box, an 80-watt charger that recharges this phone from 0 to 100% in 30 minutes. 30 minutes for a full charge. You can put this thing on the charger for like 10 minutes and have enough battery for like the whole day, which is insane because it has a 5,500 milliamp battery. So you got a massive battery, you still got the great 50 megapixel camera, toned it down a little bit though, no telephoto. So you get an 8 megapixel ultra wide, you get a 2 megapixel macro, so you can take your, I like to call them National Geographic photography shots, like the up close and personal, the little ant carrying the leaf, the water droplets, those cool things. 16 megapixel selfie camera. So it weighs just over 200 grams. It's pretty balanced as far as a full-size, effectively flagship level phone goes. 5,500 milliamp battery. I can't get over that because when you combine that with the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2, yeah, last year's super awesome flagship chip, basically the best chip that I think Qualcomm's ever made. Now, we still got testing, and the 8 Generation 3's not been out that long, but when you look at the amazing things that the 8 Generation 2 did last year for the OnePlus 11, for the S23 Ultra, it was a stark contrast with what we got with the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1, which had heating, throttling, thermal problems, poor battery life. So you get great battery life. This sucker will last you a day. It'll probably last you 2 days in some situations. It's really good. And then, like I said, you get a good camera. This is kind of the thing. You get the flagship performance, but it's missing like a few little extra things. It doesn't have the Quad HD Plus. It doesn't have the telephoto. It doesn't have the 32 megapixel selfie. Those kind of things right there. But that just means if you want that stuff, well, buy the OnePlus 12, which is only a couple hundred extra bucks more. But I can't get over the fact that this phone is effectively $399. That's great. That's so good because you can go find like a busted any phone, any condition, and this is through OnePlus. Save $100, $399. Normal MSRP $499. It's got 128 gigabytes of storage, 8 gigabytes of RAM. If you pay the extra $100 for $599 or $499 if you get that $100 off deal, you get 16 gigs and 256. So that's still good. I mean, I wish it was baseline 256, but it's hard to complain when you look at the price of this thing and what you get in it because it's like the ultimate bare bones flagship package. And it's not even bare bones. You still got Android 14. You still get 5 years of support, 4 years of operating system updates, 5 years of security patches. They do the bi-monthly security patch, which I'm not the craziest about, but they're pretty good about it. And I mean, as far as security patches go, I think you're probably mostly good from month to month. So every other month, not too bad. It's based off ColorOS. I know some people still have heartache because it's not like the old OxygenOS, but honestly, I can't really tell much of a difference. I'm not like the biggest diehard OnePlus fan from back in the day, but I've had zero problems since we switched over to the way OxygenOS is now. And it's got a beautiful screen. 10-bit color, 6.78 inches, and then full HD Plus, super bright, 4,500 nits max brightness. You got the alert slider, IR blaster on top, stereo speakers. It's pretty good. And it's got IP64. And that's another thing kind of with OnePlus. They don't do the IP68, which I'm okay with. I mean, if you're going to be out around the salt water and you work on a boat, you're worried about dropping it, I mean, maybe that might be a concern. But as long as you don't drop it in the pool or in the toilet, you're most likely going to be fine. Like, you can get water splashed on it. It's really not that big of a deal. And this goes back all the way to OnePlus 7 Pro. And I went to that launch event way back in New York City a long time ago. They tested it out, like that one back then. They're like, look, we don't have IP68, but basically it's really good and we just don't want to pay for it because it costs $100 per phone, basically added to the price. They showed it off, they dropped it in a bucket. I'm not saying that's exactly the same here, but the way they have it, the way that it's built, these things are so tight, the tolerances are so good. Like, if you splash some water, drop it real quick, you're going to be okay. And in addition to that, like I said, you get the power brick, you get the charging cable, as a built-in screen protector. Yeah, a built-in screen protector, so you're basically protected out of the box. And then I've got this cool blue color. They've also got a gray. This color is beautiful. And actually, it was coincidence I matched it with the shirt. I like this blue shirt. I wore it to dinner with my wife earlier, and I grabbed it before I came out here to record. And it was like, wow, it matches. So I think it's well balanced. I think performance is insane. Snapdragon 8 Generation 2. When you look around at the landscape, this is basically the price of like an A54 with Samsung. That's what you get for basically the same price. The only thing that really comes close to it is the Motorola ThinkPhone, which I made a video about the other day, saying, of course, when I made it a few days ago, this phone wasn't out. Best value flagship phone of 2024. So far, like, it's still a really good phone. This one's definitely in that area now. Now, there are things I like about the ThinkPhone. There are things I like about this phone, but undeniably, at effectively $399, I know it's $499 MSRP, but go find something. Like, ask your grandma if she's got her flip phone from like 10 years ago. Trade that sucker in. I've been tempted because they say any phone, any condition. I might still have like an old phone in my attic with like a cable attached to it. I wonder if I could go get like a 1980 rotary phone and mail that sucker in. That would make a pretty good video, right? If they didn't send this to me already as a review unit, I would be tempted to do that. But maybe somebody else can try it. Make a TikTok video, a YouTube. I mean, that would be hilarious, I think. But yeah, you still get the great 50 megapixel camera. It takes great shots. And then you got the 16 on the front. I think that this is a very complimentary package. At $400, you're not really expecting the S24 Ultra. But also at $400, you're not expecting this. And you can say I'm a shill. You can say I'm bought and paid for. But I'm just excited about this phone. OnePlus sent it to me, but I'm not being paid for this. I'm not getting any money out of this. It's just me being excited about really good hardware. Just like I was excited about the Motorola ThinkPhone. Somebody was like, oh my gosh, this is sponsored by Motorola. No, I paid for that phone. I bought it for $399, and I get excited when we have great phones at great value that translates over to the customer, because for the longest time, you couldn't get anything that touched anywhere near this. I mean, if you look at this on paper, you can basically get it cheaper than what the Pixel 7a cost when it came out in the middle of last year. So you can get Pixel 7a, you can get Samsung Galaxy A54, or you can get OnePlus 12R. And this color, I think, is absolutely beautiful. The blue hues we've seen now with OnePlus, and then also like the Pixel 8 Pro. I kind of dig it. I like blue. I'd like to see more purple stuff. I miss the old Thunder Purple, the Thurple that we had with the 18 McLaren. But this is a beautiful phone. It's beautiful. I think it's balanced well. I love the rounded appearance that it's got on the corners. I love the curved edge display. It's got the optical fingerprint scanner. That goes a long way too. You've got fingerprint scanner under the screen. You've got facial unlocking. So you got facial recognition. It's a very complete phone. And then of course you get the charger in the box. I mean, for a charger of this caliber, you're probably gonna spend 30 to 50 bucks anyway. So that's even more savings that you get that you don't have to worry about. And everybody complains about Samsung. Oh my gosh, I'm not buying it, no charger. iPhone, oh my gosh, not buying it, no charger. OnePlus still throws a charger in the box, and they give you a really good one. And also you can get it at Best Buy. That's great. And you get the 5G. It's certified, works with AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. So all the big three here in the States, and it lines up with about the big three price because, like I said, any phone, any condition through OnePlus, save $100. Try and beat this for $399. I mean, even $499 is a great deal. And I'm going to make a follow-up video later because I want to compare the ThinkPhone. I want to compare this phone because I love this price range with these, like, basically flagship level phones. The alternatives, if you take a look at it, the Pixel 8 Pro, $999. S24 Ultra, $1299. And what is it, like $1199 for the iPhone 15 Pro Max now because they bumped it up to $256. Everything around us is costing more money. And you shouldn't have to pay more money to get excellent performance and to get a good, reliable phone. And again, 120 hertz refresh rate, 4500 nits brightness, HDR10 plus, Dolby Vision. It's got the fastest RAM. It's got the fastest storage, like all that stuff. So you're going to get such a zippy, beautiful performance on this phone. I just can't go on enough about it. I feel like we're talking about $800 and $900 phones these days with like the OnePlus 12R, the Motorola ThinkPhone, where you're like, man, $300-400? How's this even possible? So I appreciate that. Again, 5,500 milliamp battery. Try and kill this in a day. Like, I dare you. Try to kill this phone in a day and you can do like all the great gaming. You can do AAA gaming. You can play the best games out there to your heart's content. Massive heat management in here, like better than basically anybody else in the business. So they've really done a lot with this phone, and it's just amazing that you can get it at this price point. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna go ahead and quit talking about it, so y'all can go ahead and go to the comment section, all those great things. But I'm really impressed with this phone, especially at the price point. And then if you want the extras, like if you take a look at it, yeah, you get more when you go with the 12, because you get the telephoto, you get the super crazy zoom on it, you get the Quad HD Plus resolution. There are some things here that are different, and that you got to pay for that stuff. But hey, at $499, $399, there are zero basically complaints that I have about this phone. So good job, OnePlus. Solid job with this phone. Glad I can get this review out there now. If you have any questions or comments or things like that, please, of course, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. And if you enjoyed the video, if you like the OnePlus content, if you like my channel, hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out, because I put videos out almost every single day, and I make a wide variety of videos. S24 Ultra, covering that one. Got the S24 Plus that I bought today. Motorola Think phone, the folding phones. That's one of the reasons why my channel is called Tech Odyssey. We talk about a lot of stuff here. And it's not just like I just make Samsung phones, videos. I just make Google. I cover all that stuff. So that's what I love about this. I love tech. I love phones. I love to be able to share this passion with you guys. And for those of you who've been waiting, here you go. Enjoy. You can go ahead and order it. And again, like I said, you can get it through Amazon, Best Buy. I got links in the description. You can go to OnePlus. And if you want to get it through OnePlus, again, that $100, any phone, any condition, is a good deal. So that's all I've got. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.